Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream. We have another update which actually came from last night and this morning got escalated. For those who have not really been following what's been going on, in a number of areas around the country we've had illegal migrants complaining about the quality of the food that they're getting at these 4-star, 5-star hotels. So I just wanted to basically talk about that part, and we are still here. For those who watched the live streams earlier, I'm at a conference with a group of young libertarians and conservatives, Reason UK, and so we're here basically talking about a number of issues in terms of the values of conservatism and the values of British values, basically, because we're now talking about the concept of the new right. Whether you are a conservative, whether you are an anti-establishment, whether you are, a classical liberal, libertarian, we should all unite and fight for the values of this country and the identity, the English identity, and the Welsh identity, and obviously Scottish identity in Northern Ireland, but also the British values. So I want to talk to you guys now that I was waiting for more people to join the live stream. We've got the live chat going on now. So quick update for all of you who just joined. As you've seen in the title, there's been a number of economic illegal migrants who have been sent to 4-star, 5-star hotels, and they've been staying there on taxpayers' money. They've been getting free food, and on arrival they used to get Domino's pizzas and everything else. Now they're complaining about the quality of the food that they are receiving from the same 4-star, 5-star hotels. Illegal migrants who illegally enter the country, they've been given free accommodation and free food. They are now complaining. They're protesting. They're starting petitions. They don't know what they're doing, but it's actually quite chaotic. And we are here with a couple of very talented right-wingers. Again, Jack is back on the channel.
Hi guys.
Another question for you. We're talking about and there are a number of illegal migrants around the country who are complaining about the quality of the food that they are getting at these 4-star, 5-star hotels. What do you have to say about that? Is it your fault?
Obviously there should be a basic standard for people, but if you're a refugee, you're fleeing a war zone and you're going to have to accept the hospitality which is there. By no means should you have 5-star treatment. By no means should you be given slurry and horrible food.
Yeah.
But you should be given maybe the equivalent of school meals. I think that's a fair thing for someone asking for help. And then, I also think refugees, legal migrants should be given the right to work, and so give them a chance to work in government-approved.
But this also,
and then you can start buying nice food with that if you want. But you can't come to Britain for a meal ticket.
It's at the point where genuine asylum seekers, we obviously the Border Force and the Home Office now know that there's a chunk of people. It is so obviously that they come from Albania, and they're not even hiding it. They are quite open about it. We can't treat them.
They're criminals. They're criminals who have cash. A lot of the not all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe some are genuine. I've not looked enough into it, but a lot of them are criminals who come here. 95 or something like that. They flash cash on Instagram 2 days before they get on the boat to Britain, and they come here to try and exploit the British people.
You can move on that way.
We are being moved by authorities. Fight the power. Lewis. Yes. Here we go, Lewis. So let's actually talk about illegal migrants who are complaining about food quality of 4-star, 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
I mean, not just in terms of what your thoughts are on it, but isn't it funny that this is actually even a debate or a problem in a country like Britain that used to rule the waves?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I think the entire situation has spiraled so much out of control that people almost don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's now gotten to the point where everyone is now really questioning why this is still being facilitated with the crossings, and I think it's not hard to work out that now it feels almost manufactured now, and I think there are a lot of questions to be asked about that. And the thing that people need to take away from this, in my opinion, is you need to look into the nuance of the situation regarding genuine next to economic migrants. That's the differentiation, right? Because
there's a difference between someone who wants to have a better life and someone who just needs to get a life. Like they want to have a life. Yeah.
And this situation has spiraled out in so much out of control now that genuine refugees it doesn't seem to be the case anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm sure there definitely is. I'm absolutely positive that there is.
But actually, it's kind of undermining them as well.
Exactly.
When there's one or two genuine refugees, they're in the same category now.
Absolutely. And listen, I think the movement between people, the flesh of people, really profits the political class
and big business
and beyond, big business.
Yeah.
And it's always profited. Lots of different organisations, religious organisations, many other things as well, many factors. So just got to follow the money now.
No, not only it benefits those groups, but it also actually completely destroys the same home countries that these liberal, wokey people, the compassionate side, who care about, the Syrians, and or any other country, Yemen, by stealing their talent to come here, whether they come as asylum seekers or economic migrants, you are actually harming that homeland, because the people who are still staying there, they've lost their talent. They've lost their good doctors and nurses, and actually even the good criminals. Because even the good criminals come here. Even the good criminals are not staying in the country, and you can't. And that results in that country not progressing, not evolving, and then at the end, 10 years from now, then you're going to get more people from that country come to the West because we didn't let them evolve, right?
I think there's something to be said as well. I mean, the statistic came out, I believe it's 1% of the male population of Albania has fled Albania to come to Britain.
Yeah, and that's just Britain, by the way.
And that's just Britain. And that's a very stark statistic. And I think we've been having this conversation, though, for decades. I mean, the talk of immigration, the levels of immigration and illegal immigration has been a topic for so long. And now it's now the opportune moment for both all types of media organisations, whether it be yourselves, and I know you guys do excellent work with talking about this type of subject. Other media organisations need to sort of come together and go, listen, let's have a sensible, honest discussion about this, because I don't see it getting any better.
No, I mean, to be fair, I just got a comment from Adam Kennedy on the live chat as mentioning the grooming gangs. That's the thing. So the problems that we're facing when it comes to our culture, and it's not just in terms of undermining our culture, but basic security and safety. You got national security, but you also got on a society level safety. So you got the illegal, for example, Albanian criminals coming here, and they will operate as not just drug dealers, because it goes hand in hand with modern slavery and everything else, exploiting and money laundering. But then you also have a problem with mass legal migration without actually vetting, where, for example, the situations you're seeing in Rotherham, in parts of Birmingham, and all these other issues at Rochdale, by completely not really keeping in touch in terms of the types of people, or vetting them properly, you have a situation where the grooming gang scandal is happening. The grooming gang scandal is not because of some random illegal migrant on a boat coming here to pretend to be a refugee. These people were basically coming through different routes, and but they're now here legally. But because we weren't really on top of it, and then so we have a big problem, and we don't want to be anti-migration for the sake of it. It makes no sense, but it's kind of like creating a situation where people are so frustrated and angry. Then by not fixing it, you are going to create an extreme reaction.
Well, you touched on the Rotherham stuff, and I think it's important to not let the establishment get away with the rhetoric that was used surrounding these cases. And it's not just Rotherham, we know it's Newcastle, we know it's lots and lots of cities from around the UK. This is not just like a Rotherham thing, Telford.
Oldham,
lots and lots of things to unpack. But I think what's so important is the media class and the establishment and the way that they're surrounding the rhetoric with these types of situations, saying with things such as calling people certain buzzwords such as racist, xenophobe, for just having a conversation. This isn't to do with politics anymore.
No.
It's to do with people taking advantage of children. And that
safety
needs to be stamped out from both the left and the right. And there should be an amnesty within the political class to come together and go, right, this is a serious, horrible, horrific situation. Put politics aside and think of the children. But even the establishment can't even reconcile with that.
Absolutely, and I think this is the key point, where on the one side of the spectrum, they're not talking about it. On the other side, even Rishi Sunak came out once or twice saying, the grooming scandal is a big problem, we should talk about it. But is he actually doing anything about it? maybe
no,
not.
I mean, I see it as theatrics now within
Everything's
Westminster.
the game, yeah.
It is a game, it's theatrics, in my view.
Yeah.
And there just needs to be there needs to be less conversation now, more action.
Exactly, that's the key phrase. You know, less conversation, more action. We've done enough conversations on this channel, guys. It's time for action to get drinks as well.
Yeah.
But we will keep you guys posted on everything. Oh, we just got a super chat as well. I'm just going to quickly read that. Thank you, Paul, for your super chat support. Please check out OYMYO Free Anon Creative Commons. I will definitely check it out, see what we are doing. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining. And say hi to Lewis again. Hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
And so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. On my Tousi and we are the media.